AK was developed over 70 years ago, but the history of this weapon is still causes a lot of heated discussion. What is the correct name of the weapon, AK or AK-47? Who actually developed it? How Kalashnikov, who had no design engineering degree, managed to develop one of the most prolific weapons in history? There is this theory that AK is the actual designation of the weapon, and AK-47 is just a made-up name that came from other countries. It's not true. There are a lot of documents with the actual designation AK-47, and if you look at the books written by Kalashnikov himself, that's how he calls his weapon very often. There's a theory that AK was actually developed by a German engineer, Hugo Schmeisser, who participated in the development of STG-44 Sturmgewehr. And Hugo Schmeisser did, in fact, worked in Izhevsk from 1946 to 1953. But the reality is, AK was developed in the city of Kovrov, which is over 1,000 kilometers away from Izhevsk. So there is no way Schmeisser participated in the development of the AK being over 1,000 kilometers away from the place where it actually happened. Many people ask how an unexperienced design engineer like Kalashnikov managed to develop this weapon. The reality is, by 1946, he was not an unexperienced design engineer. He already developed 2 submachine guns, 1 semi-automatic carbine, and 1 light machine gun. All those developments failed, but they gave him the most important thing, the experience, which he used during the development of the AK. The first weapon here is a pre-production AKS made for the army trials. In his book, Kalashnikov describes very well how this weapon changed over the course of trials. First of all, one of the soldiers complained that the shots were very loud because of an integrated compensator. Kalashnikov quickly found a solution. It just chopped the barrel off. The next complaint was about the charging handle. One of the soldiers was punished by the sergeant because he didn't clean the rust from the inside of it. Very soon, Kalashnikov redesigned the charging handle, and now there was no way any rust would be inside of it. Another complaint was about the trigger mechanism. The trigger mechanism was not detachable. You couldn't take it off, strip it, and clean it properly. So in a few years, that changed too. But even after army trials, the destiny of AK wasn't that easy. In 1951, because of the technological difficulties, the receiver was completely redesigned. Instead of a stamped receiver, next generation had a milled receiver, and this is how so-called Type 2 originated. But the development process was never stopping. So in 1955, the new version was developed. Collectors call it Type 3. This one is very unique. It's made in 1955, one of the first Type 3s ever made. This variant was mass-produced, and the production technology was transferred to Germany, Bulgaria, Hungary, Poland, and China. AK is one of the most well-known weapons all around the world. Everybody knows it from Indonesia to Latin America, and its reliability and durability still remain unmatched.